Hey guys, Studio here, and we are back with my Let's Play of Banished. This is the second episode, and I've adjusted some audio settings because the first video, the audio was absolutely awful. You could hardly hear my voice most of the time. And actually, I'm gonna leave a link in the first video. You might have gotten here via that link. To just go ahead and skip that video unless you're really dedicated to seeing the beginning of my town. Because most of the time you can't hear what I'm saying. So if you're here, you probably already either know that or don't care. So let's get started. Hopefully the audio is much better this time around. I've adjusted things quite a bit to accommodate that. So hopefully. One of the cool things about Banished, we're on the main menu right now, you can see, and that is my town. That is the town I've been using. These menus are dynamic, and I guess the default menu is just a randomly generated. It might be random, it might actually be a set town, but regardless, it's a really cool element to this. Subtle camera movement, all kinds of neat little things. But this is my town, so that's a really cool feature. Autosave. That was just recently. I don't even know if I saved when I quit. Doesn't look like we've lost any progress though. Oh, wow, that rain sound is really loud. I'm actually going to adjust that a little bit. In fact, I think that's an ambient sound. Anyway, let's hopefully. Wait, was that a master sound that we could? No, that's a UI. We'll just take we'll take the music down as well. Take everything down some more. Hopefully, yeah, I'm a little disappointed with how the first video turned out, but no sense in going back now. Okay, so let's check back in on our town. It's a new video. So we've got a pretty good stockpile going. We've got 48 iron, 52 firewood, 26 logs, and 142 stone. I wish, and I'm sure I can figure this out eventually, I had a better handle on how much resources are used. So I know what kind of numbers are good. We'll figure that out eventually, though. Okay, checking on our people. We've got Croc and Glory. Okay. So we can see who's living where and what their occupation is. And okay, so that's cool. From what I understand, people, they'll move in, they'll have kids, they'll start a family, and then kids will, they won't start having their own children until they move out, or at least in most cases. Kind of like real life, hopefully in most cases. So that's a nice little touch. And okay, we are late winter. We didn't get any snow or anything, so I think we got off pretty easy in Bagel Town. I think normally we wouldn't be so lucky. We can see. Let's slow down time, and for actually just a minute, we'll just watch our town. I think this is a really cool. Just watching the town. Maybe it's just because I'm new to the game, and eventually I'll get tired of that. But so far, most of the controls feel pretty solid. Being able to move around, zoom in and out, all that kind of stuff seems pretty solid and natural. A few things. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 a lot recently, actually, and back in the day I also played it, and it's the games that came before it, the first two Roller Coaster Tycoon games, and 3 specifically had some nice turning controls. The other ones were isometric and you were locked into the angles, but 3 had some nice controls that I wish were in this just because I'm used to those, but I think these work just as well, if not better. So I think now is probably we need to be expanding in our town. We should probably be getting more resources. This is the average health of our citizens. It looks like some people aren't doing so great. We're at 4 health out of 5. I think there's a way to see that in these menus. Okay. Okay, this is another interesting thing. This tells us how much we could see the inventory of each of our houses. From what I understand, people like to hoard their resources, which might be why they got banished in the first place. See, these guys are storing a lot of materials. Looks like we're having a diet of fish and potatoes, which might be why we're having troubles health-wise, because we need a more varied diet. So I think we'll get a hunter and a gatherer lodge set up. Part of me wants to come over here and build a cool bridge, and part of me knows that that's probably a waste of resources at this point. So we're gonna let's. I wish I could zoom out some more. I think it's just it won't let you zoom out because then you'd start seeing the lines of the world, but it'd be nice to zoom out, and just get a really far away bird's eye view. But that's okay. Minor complaint, and that's probably a quirky thing that I like and wouldn't be much use to most people. So we're going to build those lodges. And here, I think, is where we'll find it. We'll find a hunting cabin and a gatherer's hut we can build. And then I imagine soon we'll be working on getting pastures set up. I think those are more useful once we get trading going. I think you can trade, you can receive various livestock, chickens, cows, etc. I don't know how much is in the game. I'm sure I could look that up very easily. Within game also, that's a nice feature. So we're gonna set up a hunting cabin and a gatherer's lodge. I've seen people online in the limited looks I've had at people online playing this game usually set them up near each other, hunting cabin and gatherer's lodges, so we will do the same. Don't want it to be too far away, so people have to do a lot of walking, especially our builders at first, and then our hunters and gatherers. But it needs to be in the woods. Actually, I think these I think that's iron, and I think that's stone to the left. They might both be stone. I'm not 100% sure at this point. We're gonna build our hunting cabin on this so we automatically harvest those resources. I'm sure people smarter than I will do that differently. 5, 6, okay. And we will build our gatherer's lodge, I guess, right across the street. I think that makes sense. You can see our gatherer's hut, rather. Our gatherer, you can see when we were building both of them, they show us a yellow circle. I'm building them like that so that the path will be there. And we'll assign 6 builders. Oh, not 7. You'll see, like, when I try and build one, there is a yellow circle around it, and that tells us where they will be hunting and or gathering in the area. So we'll get that going, get a more varied diet, hopefully, for our people. And okay, we are now in year 2. We're in early spring. This looks like a really good game just to be zen and chill out and just pay attention to what's going on. Oh, she's got crates of fish that she's moving. Like, just some really cool stuff, just how this game functions. Seems like a really good way to relax and maybe meditate. Looks like these are our builders going to build our lodge and our hut. I don't know if that's a low amount of tools being stored. We are getting low on these supplies, it looks like. Our fish is pretty good because we're bringing those in, but our tools are low, so we're going to build a blacksmith shop. Is this the right... No, this should... I don't know, I haven't quite gotten used to the icons and what they all mean. Trading post... There we go. That looks like a blacksmith anvil icon. So we'll rotate this. I kind of want to be a little anal with how we set this up. Actually, we'll put put this here, and we'll probably have paths coming out. Well, I don't know. I just want it. I want it to be a clean look. But that's just me being silly. We'll set this up here, I think. Yeah. Well, houses are 3 wide, so we could put another. I'm just being weird right now. We could build another house, but then we can't build a path this direction, which is what I want to do eventually. We'll put this blacksmith actually here, closer to the stockpile, and take away all semblance of reasonable planning. No community can be too planned and turn out perfectly. Our stockpile is lower than it's been, but it looks like we're still doing pretty well on resources. I think this is, you know what, I know how to check if this is iron, just to confirm, so I'm not guessing in the future. We're gonna collect iron, and just see if this stuff goes away. Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. We just see the red, okay, so this stuff is iron. Confirmed. Half-Life 3, confirmed. So we'll collect that. I think we're a little low on iron, if I remember right. We'll designate all that to be collected. It's a really cool feature that you can designate stuff to be collected. From what I understand, you can start mining eventually. That could be me misunderstanding what someone has said. The reserve of food is low. Okay, that's not a good thing. It's a pretty bad thing. Oh, no. Let's get rid of the collect iron. No, I don't want to collect any iron. Don't want to collect any iron. I still, okay, we're off of the collect iron. Let's see our inventories. These people will have some good amount of food. I think that's a good amount. I really don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. They're hoarding food. Of course, they also have a decent number of 4 people. But our reserves of food are low. This where we keep our food? Wait, where do we... The reserve of food? Where is the reserve of food? Storage barn. Okay, fish. Okay, that's the only food we're generating right now. How's our lodges and such coming about? Looks like they're building them over here. So that could theoretically, I guess, wipe us out pretty quickly. What all can we gather? We can harvest trees, we can remove just resources, everything. So it looks like to get food, you have to have a building set up for food. Okay, that's good. That's a good mental note to have. Okay, these people are coming back from the lodge and such. From our buildings here out in the woods. These might be a little further away than we probably should have built them. It might have been good to build them over here. The reserve of logs is low. Okay, well, we can take care of that pretty easily. We're just going to harvest all of our resources. And we're starting to harvest some resources over here. I think because we have a nice open field here, we'll get a nice open field here, over yonder, and so we will harvest all resources. I think I'm going pretty slow. I'm guessing that this is a pretty slow pace I'm taking, but I just want to make sure that we actually, we're going to do a smaller harvesting of resources, but then also do a larger of just trees, because we need trees. Okay, so these notifications are pretty nice. I had that hidden for a while because it took a while for... Let's see. I guess we did... No, near capacity. Well, that was good back then. It was our first notification that we were doing well. We'll close that menu just to clean our look to our screen. Okay, so I think we have what we need set up. It looks like if you just pay attention to the event log, it will give you a decent idea of what you need to take care of in game. So that I'm feeling pretty good about how we're set up. Oh, deer! Hello, deer? Ah, oh, that's so cool. Wonder if they're being hunted, and I wonder if wonder if friendly fire is a thing. Oh, we are having more children. Our town is. So. I also am curious as to whether the children age as if a child that was born at the start of this game would be 2, or would be 1 and a little bit, or if they age more quickly. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean we're out of wood? It means we're out of stored logs, so they don't have any resources available. Our woodcutter. So that's not good. I think we'll be, well, that's probably slowing down a lot of our progress at the moment. Also, we only have 1 laborer harvesting right now, whereas we have 8 builders. So that's probably why we're not making any progress. It's because no one's getting resources and everyone's trying to build with no resources at all. So, okay, we're learning. We're learning. That's a good thing. Yeah, it looks like you kind of have to strike an equilibrium in your societies. So that's cool. I imagine pretty soon I'll want to build a school. We'll see how valuable education is in this game. Education, of course, is a pretty valuable thing to a society. And I'm sure if I talked more, I would get into some of my cynical views of our education system here in America. But education is important regardless of current events and the failings of education systems. Systems usually corrupt things. When you have a system and it's built on money, that's when you start running into problems. When the money becomes more important than the education itself. But anyway, personal tirade there. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. So let's speed up time. We'll speed that up. And okay, we see some progress is being made. These are just general laborers, it looks like. Oh, we have a new Averney has become an adult and is working as a laborer. Okay, I'm thinking, because I remember Grok and Glory were 23 and 16 before, or maybe 24 and 16, so I think that it's year by year. We'll keep track of Adenilet, whatever that name is, these random names. We'll if we remember to check in about this time next year. Okay, now it looks like we're getting some, okay, well, we're starting to get some resources, just barely. We've got tons of stone and iron, which is, I think, which sounds good to me. Just sounds like a tree is easier to chop down than it is to get stone and iron, but that might just be me. That might be coming from Minecraft. Okay, looks like we're making progress over here. We have no stored logs. Okay, we could disable production. I don't know how we're doing on firewood. We've got a decent amount of firewood, so we're going to disable this for now. Actually, we could designate our woodcutter to help build. I think there's a more efficient way to take care of this. To just determine that we don't need to be cutting more wood, and instead we'll be stockpiling our logs. Now I see logs here, so I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now they're starting to pile up. I was wondering why they weren't showing up here. They were on the stockpile. Looks like we're clearing this forest pretty well, and our building is going okay. Okay, it looks like our hunting cabin is finished. We'll check in our tools in a minute. Looks like I don't know if 21 is low or not, but we had 25 earlier, so it's lower than what we had. We're gonna assign 3 hunters. Did I just... Okay, I assigned. Okay, we don't need all these builders right now. Oh, we don't need any builders. Okay, okay, that's good. So we will assign a blacksmith now that our blacksmith shop is open for business. And we will assign some gatherers. 4 gatherers, which means that... Oh, 4. There we go. Which means, well, we can have our builders switch to laborers. I imagine that's something that probably just ends up happening, that you assign laborers to labor and then builders to build. Oh dear. Oh, so cute. We're gonna actually send our laborers to go ahead and harvest the rest of the resources from this area now that we've got the trees, and we're doing okay on logs again, it looks like. And okay, 2 is the hotkey there. They're set up logically, just got to get used to how that happens, and we'll harvest all of this, and eventually I imagine we'll be getting our town here. Oh goodness, this looks like it's gonna be a rough winter. We didn't see snow at all last year, and now it's autumn. Not even any kind of winter, and we are seeing snow, so this could kill everybody. I imagine we are going to have our first death. That's my prediction right now. Possibly more than... Okay, the reserve of logs is low, and we definitely need to get a woodcutter back in... Ooh, no, not remove. We need a woodcutter working, definitely. So we have firewood. Okay, our woodcutter is back in business. I imagine, this is just a guess, but I imagine that gatherers are more useful in spring and summer than they are in autumn and maybe also autumn, but that gatherer huts are not as useful during the winter. I imagine a lot of things work that way. From what I understand, you really need to have a good stockpile going of supplies when it comes to... Okay, cool. Onions, yes! Onions are my favorite vegetable, in case you were wondering, dear YouTuber. Okay, looks like we're getting supplies, so we might have a decent chance of fighting this winter. Although it looks like it's going to be a hard winter. So let's try and learn about some of these statistics. I know you can track... Okay, current season. Okay, you can track what happens in any given season. So and you can compare it to previous years. We'll see what. Okay, that statistics of this location. Okay. Okay, so we're getting a lot of venison and leather. Oh, also speaking of leather, we need to make some clothes. We need a clothing person going. Okay, what does this mean? What is this icon? Production limit for this resource has been reached. Okay, that's a good sign, at the very least. It means that we should have a lot of firewood available for our town, and for now we can probably reallocate our woodcutter bro to another job. Wait, shoot. What menu did I close down here? Okay, that's what we... No, it's not. Just kidding. There we go. Professions. That's what we were... I imagine I'll want to just always have that open. Okay. Clothes. That's what we were I think this is where we'll... No. Food production, resource... Wait. Okay, we'll just go through these. Those don't look like they've clothing. We're looking for a tailor. Is that it? No, that's a mine. Okay, we can mine. Mining confirmed. Half-Life 3 confirmed. Something... I don't know what kind of icon would be used for a tailor. I haven't played World of Warcraft in years. There we go. Tailor. Scissors and thread. That's pretty logical. We'll get some builders on this. I think we have enough resources to allocate to it. Allocate. I'm using that word a lot. We could build it over here, actually, to... We'll put it on this path. Once wish you could make trees invisible. Excuse me, hold up. Unlike the game, it is spring right now. Man, goodness, I think I'm just having allergy problems right now. I'm sneezing a lot. One more. Oh goodness. Sorry for that for the downtime. There we go. We'll put our Taylor over here. I don't know how well that will work. We may need to. I assume stockpiles and storage barns can be changed to have to take care of a certain kind of resource. What? Okay. Another okay, they need leather. I think that's what we. Well, we'll once our tailor is open for business, we'll see what kind of resources they need to use. The reserve of logs is low. The reserve of food is low. Those are not good signs, especially in early winter. We're going to cancel removal in just all of this area, so we can get logs. We're gonna need to probably set up foresting, which is the maintainable, the sustainable way of wood, of getting wood, of harvesting trees. We're just going to harvest trees in this area. Oh goodness, I don't like that we're clearing everything out from near our town. We're gonna have to start expanding. Maybe a bridge will be in our future over here, because that's closer than over here. To our right. Okay, how's everything going? Our health I think has been the same this whole time. Now's a good time to check this house. Okay, so this child has aged more than a year in 1 year's time. So the time I'm sure has been calculated very carefully of how a child named Dorothy. Dorothy, welcome to the tribe, Dorothy. I didn't welcome Elville, but I mean her name is Elville. Or maybe his. Maybe I think the names are pretty. They can surprise you at the least. Okay, food limit. How are these? Okay, we've got a decent amount of venison. Is this just stored venison? I believe just your generic laborers will move resources from place to place. Okay, that's just the current season actually. Does it have? I think these things get. Okay, these things seem to automatically get taken to the stockpiles, or I guess the resource barn. So I don't know. Looks like we're gonna just have to. We have a lot of children, so we're gonna need to. We just have to be careful how we use resources and how we gather them. Where's he coming from? I don't think I have any gathering going on over here. I think he just decided to be over here. It's cold, 16 degrees. No one's dying so far. The reserve of firewood, that's scaring me. Dead people start freezing to death. Firewood, 44. We're just gonna check up and see how each of our houses is doing. Okay, they're low on firewood, but it looks like everyone has okay, they have a really good stockpile. They're hoarding it. I'm not sure how fairly the hoarding works. I think it's RNG, random number generation, but we'll just deal with it. Our firewood is low, however, so we want to be careful. Actually, all of our resources are starting to get low. Firewood. Okay, it looks like we've survived spring. And that child has aged 4 years? In 1 year, so good. Adding that. Okay, so I think it's about 4. So I guess your average life in this game is going to be around 20 game years. Okay, so that's nifty. How are we doing over here? Oh, that just centers the previous season. Looks like we're already having a decent start to the season. I think it's just, yeah, it's just oh, what did Did it break the game? Game? No. Oh, hold up. Something weird just went on. Are you still working, recording? Okay. Sorry about that. The music, you know, I'm a musician, and I have a pretty good knowledge of music theory, a college level knowledge that, you know, most music majors are going to have in college, but you know, I don't know if from a technical standpoint that this music is the best music in the world, but it really fits, and it feels really good in this game. I don't know if the programmer came up with it himself, which would be very impressive, given that just means he has one more pretty good skill on top of all of this that he's already come up with. Okay, what does this icon mean? Blacksmith. The production limit has been... Okay, so that's good. We've reached our maximum of tools. That's good. Means we ain't doing too shabby. We're gonna watch a little bit, make sure nothing too bad is happening. Looks like we're just gonna always want to have our woodcutter on the job. This is, wait, do we get it? Okay, this is where our tailor is going to be set up. We have no builders, which is kind of bad. But now we have no laborers. So it's going to be tricky to balance our laborers. Fish. 225. Looks like we're already having a decent season so far. Of course, these aren't full years for the previous season, but okay. Looks good. I think we're going to reallocate one fisher person, via equal opportunities, and allocate them to be a builder so we can get our tailor up and running. I imagine that our clothing needs to be tended to. I don't know. I'm sure there's an indicator that will tell me. Amount of stored clothes. Okay. So 8. That seems low. Seems like if everyone snagged a nail and their clothing completely unraveled, we'd just have to be naked. Okay, okay, tailor. We're getting low on people, though hopefully people will be turning 12 or 18 or however old they have to be workers. I think just one tailor has to exist. Tailor. Where's Taylor? One tailor, yes. 50 clothes is our limit, is the default limit. I imagine that goes up. Oh, whoa. It went up by 100? Oh, okay. You can change that. Okay, that scared me. I don't know why that's scary. We reached our limit of tools and of wood cutting, of firewood, though. We're gonna raise this a little bit, though, since I just want to be safe, and we're not building anything right now, so it's okay to allocate the resources of our wood there. We've got our tailor up and running, so hopefully our clothes. Okay, hide coat is leather, wool coat. We don't have sheep, and warm coat. So we'll probably want to see if we can get some sheep going. And probably also want to build a trading outpost soon. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I've been Studio Stowe. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider leaving a like. It helps a lot. You don't have to. You can even leave a dislike. It won't hurt my feelings too much. If you made it this far, though, you probably enjoyed it. What's the other thing I say? Like, comment if you have any tips, suggestions. Yeah. Comments are great. I will talk back to you, especially now. I'll do my best. And if you want to see more videos of this playthrough, we'll pause the game so I don't ruin anything while I'm talking. I'm yapping. If you want to subscribe, please do so. I'm going to be putting out these videos. Hopefully, in a few videos time, I'll know how often I'll be releasing these. I'll also do FTL, and soon there will be Dark Souls 2 content, and I'm super freaking excited about that. Dark Souls is my favorite game. Dark Souls 2 so far is pretty awesome. I've been playing it on Xbox. Don't have a capture card, but we will be playing it on PC soon, and that comes out in 4 days for me here in April 21st land. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. Have a great day. Really, thank you for watching, and bye.